What's up guys, it's Project, thank you for clicking the video, and today we're going to discuss the Longsword in Sunbreak since we were able to play the recent demo which added some new mechanics as well as some balance changes. I'll also go over how to play the new mechanics since the whole switch skills swap thing was pretty clunky for people that have been out of the loop for a while, like I was, so hopefully that helps you get a grip of the game faster than fumbling by yourself come release. And if it does help, make sure to give the video a like, it means a lot, especially nowadays. Anyways, there is bad news for my fellow Demon Slayers, and that is Longsword was nerfed hard.
No. Wait.
Yep, most other weapons got fun buffs or fun moves, while Longsword got nerfs and a pretty bad move overall, so we may have lost that best melee weapon title, but we'll find out. Of course, the demo didn't add everything. We are missing a couple skills from the full game, and some things still could be changed. Motion values and such are out, so at least we know what Capcom's intentions are. And the result of that was a not so fun demo experience, since basically you were just stuck with playing a nerfed weapon without really any cool new tools. So without beating around the bush, basically EI Spirit Slash was heavily nerfed damage-wise, and Helmbreaker Wirebug cooldown was also nerfed dramatically. But things like Helmbreaker damage, however, were the same. So as far as that skill goes, it will likely still be our main DPS option. But EI Spirit Slash, you know, the move you see where the hunter sheathes their weapon and then timely counters a monster's attack, dealing a bunch of hits from a successful counter. Well, that was reduced by a whopping 50%. That's right, EI Spirit Slash is dealing half of what it used to do in Rise, motion value wise. So that is a huge nerf, and to make matters worse, Helmbreaker's cooldown saw a hefty cooldown increase of 35%. So not only are you dealing less counter damage from EI, but also doing less Helmbreakers per hunt as well, because your bugs take longer to recharge. And if you thought the recharge time of Helmbreaker was slow in the demo, you'll be sad to know that that was with Wirebug level 3 armor skill, going by recent info of hidden armor skills in the demo. So potentially we could be forced to spend 3 level 2 decal slots just for Wirebug Whisperer to get that reduced recharge time on cooldowns, just to even come close to how it was in base Rise. So those are the main blows to Longsword. However, there is one notable buff, and that is Sakura Slash. You know, that skill that people never used? Well, that saw a nice damage increase, dealing more than double of an EI Spirit Slash now, making it a pretty viable skill to toss in if the monster is not directly attacking you. And it still increases your gauge too, and the Wirebug recharge was reduced, so you can spam the skill a bit more often. So in multiplayer, where you can't count on the monster constantly attacking solely you, this is a good skill to spam now rather than waiting in a corner with your sword sheathed by yourself, alone and sad. But there is a silver hope to this whole scenario. We did get a new skill that reverses the nerf in the case of EI Spirit Slash and makes other counter moves stronger too, and that is Harvest Moon, Longsword's new Silkbind skill. This creates a giant circular field, and as long as you stay in the ring, your counters get buffed. EI Spirit Slash gets back that 50% damage nerf and a little extra on top, so you'll deal more damage from counters than in Rise when in the circle. However, HM costs 2 Wirebugs. You cannot sheathe your weapon normally to heal or similar, otherwise your ring disappears. And if you try to leave the ring or a monster hits you out of it, it'll actually knock you back into the ring, and if you do that twice, the ring disappears, wasting your 2 bugs. When it glows red, it means you're in danger of breaking the ring, so make sure it's that Wirebug color and not red. So it's got a severe downside for what is effectively just reversing the nerf. And to be honest, I think only pro players are going to be even remotely able to pull this off consistently.
How could this happen to me? I made my...
As the ring out feature just has so many limitations for the average player, especially going into master rank, which is harder monsters. And in multiplayer, I don't see this being too good either when people, especially ranged players, will likely drag monsters away from your octagon, leaving you stranded. So that is Longsword's current situation. I don't think Harvest Moon is that good, it's way too strict, and they should perhaps remove the sheath restriction so you can at least heal within the circle and are not forced to be low life if you accidentally get hit, because most players are not that good, or just kind of average. But we still got 2 skills remaining for the full game, so hopium is that they make up for the fall of Longsword. Even still, Harvest Moon isn't that bad for pros, as Peppo from Team Darkside was able to get a 8-minute kill on Malzeno, and he used Harvest Moon pretty heavily at certain points. Whether it's truly optimal or not, I'm not sure, but it is the fastest run I've seen for Longsword, so it is at least viable. With that said, other weapons are getting near sub 7s by Japanese runners, so yeah. But anyways, here's how to play the new Longsword in Sunbreak. Despite the nerf, and even without Harvest Moon, you still have the same goal of reaching red and then helm breaking. So whether you use EI Spirit Slash or Foresight, they still are the faster options to red than the old Spirit Blade combo. But now we can mix in Sakura Slash, which builds up your meter instantly as long as you connect a hit at the cost of a bug. The bread and butter opening combo seems to be, at the start of the fight, you're going to want to use Sakura Slash, which is R2 plus triangle or R2 plus Y, into countering the monster's roar, into another Sakura Slash, and you're going to be at red instantly, pretty safely. And then you just got to wait for your bugs to recharge to be able to use Helmbreaker. The alternative is to use Harvest Moon, preferably with 3 bugs, and just start EI Spirit Slashing your way up. And you better not miss a counter. This is likely mainly just for solo, and you definitely want the diversion skill so the monster targets mostly you. Sunbreak is also introducing a new skill swap system, which allows you to save 2 skill loadouts essentially, so you can flip-flop between either so you can use more skills than ever before. After swapping, pressing the dodge button also does a special dodge, which is great for repositioning. But because Sakura Slash and Helmbreaker conflict, however, you will have to swap between the scrolls often if you want to use both, which you kinda do now. So get used to that skill swap button, which is either L2 plus triangle plus circle, or you can simply bind the scrolls to the radial or your action bar, the directional pad, to quickly swap. And lastly, a pro tip for riding is that you can trigger mounts of non-target monsters with Sakura Slash, and once you knock your targeted monster down, if you have yellow gauge, simply use Sakura to get to red, skill swap dodge to the other scroll and reposition to the monster's weak spot, and then you can do Helmbreaker. Luckily, I was able to kill Malzeno on stream with Longsword solo, which I feel like I used the swap system pretty well, but it definitely takes some time to get used to. But if you want to know my skill setup for the hunt, this was it. Red scroll with Helmbreaker and Moon, and blue scroll with Sakura and Serene Pose, with everything else being pretty much the same. You can customize these by going into the base camp tent and going to your box though. But how do you guys feel about Sunbreak's Longsword? Do you think the nerfs are too severe, or are you happy with the changes and the potential meta fall of the weapon? Also, what do you think of Harvest Moon? Have you used it? And have you beaten Demo of Malzeno? It seems a lot of the other weapons are having a lot of fun with some of their new skills though. Luckily, I use a bunch of weapons, so I'm not too salty, but yeah, hit me up with those feelings. But I'll try to cover more weapons leading up to launch. I also have a video of all the armors shown so far, so if you want to see that, like, comment, and subscribe for more Sunbreak epicness.